What's up, guys? Justin here with Jay's Fab Shop, coming at you with another video. This one's going to be a bit different. It's a customer's truck that we're working on. So behind me we have Cory Dixon's from Delta Speed Shops. It's a 2003 quad cab long bed Cummins. Extremely clean. Basically, he signed up for the 72 Fast Class at UCC in 2026. So we're helping him get that truck ready for that. We're doing 850 cage, mounting bed sides, doing some rear back half work, and just kind of a bunch of fab work for him to get him set up and down to the 6,000 pound weight that he wants to be at to race. All right, when I say this truck is clean, I mean clean. When you see a original frame sticker on an 03 in Ontario, Canada, you know it's clean. And as far as I know, it's original paint cab too. Got a little dirty on the drive over here, but like the paint on the frame looks original too. And the second you hit it with a flap wheel, we're down to like brand new bare metal. So that's super nice. So we've already cut all the bed mounts off this, the overload spring pads there, all the cross members that we don't need. We have chopped the back of the frame, just that weird section where the hitch mounts. Capped that off. We got a big fuel cell mounted. This is still going to be a street truck. He still drives this truck a lot on the road, so he wants as much fuel as he can kind of get in there. There's a nice look at the fuel cell mount. Kind of fully supported it because we'll be full of a lot of fuel. So basically the goal is just help him get down to that 6,000 pound class goal, and some safety stuff. We're going to put the 850 cage. He has purchased a pre-bent cage kit. So there's like the main hoop and stuff. It'll save us a ton of time fitting it in there. And then we have like swing out door bars that we're going to be doing in that. We have brand new bed sides here that are also getting mounted. With the brand new bed sides, there's going to be a roll pan mounted as well. And we're kind of redoing some of these front bed mounts. That's just a mock-up one, but just get rid of the ugly factory one. And these bed sides are going to be mounted on basically like an aluminum frame. So then it'll probably be like 4 bolts, and then he can lift off both bed sides and the roll pan and then put a factory bed back on this thing for when he wants to. So when he's not racing or at an event, he can have factory bed or swap to the mounted bed sides. That's why the roll pan, the fuel cell and everything is mounted kind of below frame rails for a factory bed and stuff. So that'll still fit on there. All right, we got bed sides hanging, roll pan mocked up. They're all just roughly mocked up, but looks really good. All brand new sheet metal that Cory bought. And I just love the look of a quad cab long bed. So this is kind of how I mock them up. Basically, you got to start by getting every clamp you own. And then I run kind of a main bar here and then just some uprights. And then you can really just kind of tweak those uprights to get everything lined up. So, and then the bottom usually just rests on the bottom of the bedside there, which helps keep everything aligned. Then you can really set them where you want them 100%. Because this will be factory bed measurements, so he can still run a tailgate, put a tonneau cover on it, whatever he wants. So, and then we're going to build our framing off of that. Another thing I like to do is basically set up a laser, just a line laser, to line up those body lines to get everything sitting really nice. So that's bed sides mocked up. Next, we're going to be building the aluminum framing so that this will all be one entire unit. And then you'll basically 4 bolts and he'll be able to lift this off and put a factory bed on it. Okay, we have a main hoop very roughly mocked up in there. We're through the floor. So I'm just mocking this up, make sure I'm happy with the way it fits. This is a pre-bent kit that Cory bought, so everything's kind of over there pre-bent. We got a Scotch-Brite, just some of the surface rust off it, but that's the halo bar there, goes above the driver's head. This we got all cleaned up, Scotch-Brited. So this carpet, once I go, I'll pull this hoop out. We'll put the carpet down and cut a nice hole in that. We already got the hole in the cab. And jack stand's just holding it for mock-up. Where are we here? And then we'll just have an outrigger off the frame there to tie into that. So pretty happy with how the hoop fits. It's pre-bent, obviously, for a 3rd gen quad cab. We're starting to take the dash apart here. We're gonna get that out of our way to run our halo bar here, and then our down bars that are gonna go through the dash. We're gonna tuck all that up really nice kind of in here, because this will still remain a full interior truck. So we're getting everything fitted as nice as possible. So gonna take our time on that. No rush in cage work. It's there forever and you see it when you're driving. So, and obviously safety aspect, everything's gonna be 100%. So we'll keep you updated here as we go. Okay, dash is out. That was fun. They're not too bad really, but so we're ready to start fitting basically halo hoop here and then down bars. It's gonna be interesting to get that to fit with all factory HVAC, factory dash. Let's see what we can come up with here. Nice 850 cage here. Through the carpet, through the floor to outriggers. Tucked up nice and tight to the headliner. Working grab handle. Visors still fully functioning. No obstruction to the rear view mirror. Windshield bar is tucked up nice and tight. Full HVAC. Dash is going back in it. Full interior truck. Swing out door bars. Dash will be getting cut, going back in. Full street truck. All right, fast forward a little bit here. Shop got super busy, so I kind of just put my head down and got to work. So I didn't film a whole lot, but behind me we have Cory Dixon from Delta Speed Shop's 72 Fast Bill wrapped up. He's ready to take delivery of it. We just did the fab work, so he's kind of wrapping everything else up and getting it painted and all that stuff. So here's what we got. Quad cab long bed. Love a good quad cab long bed. So brand new sheet metal, all mounted. Nice stainless button head bolts. Looks really clean. That's our aluminum framing, all mocked up. Roll pans mounted. We got a roll pan hitch, more or less for just moving the truck around with a roll pan on the back. So, and then there's basically 4 3/8 bolts that hold this whole bed unit on, and then he can lift this off as one piece. It weighs exactly 110 pounds, which I think is really good for all steel. He'll have to put taillights in it and stuff that'll add a bit of weight, but not a whole lot. So, and then he can fit a factory bed back on there. So everything is below frame. The lines are just tied up there. He's taking care of that. We mounted a transcooler under there, did some hoops, and did that full 850 cage. So looking forward to seeing this thing out next year. Cory's gonna get everything painted, frame painted, and then do some plumbing, wiring, get a engine back in this thing, and he'll be ready to rock and roll. Excited to see this thing. I guess. I don't know if I showed the 850 cage with the dash in it. Super clean. Full interior truck. Full street truck. Super clean. And he's getting ready to pick it up today, take it back to his shop.